What I love about breaking, well, everything.
It's just a voice that I have that's calling out for respect, for love, for freedom, and this is the way I manifest it.
Dance is a joy. It's like I'm fitting in a glove.
I'm flying out there and I'm not thinking about anybody else.
On the 4 train, going up to Parkchester, because that one we can sit. When I first started to break, there weren't that many girls. And we had to really work hard to gain respect because the guys weren't so welcoming at that point. Little by little, other women were like, I want to do that too. And before you know it, there was like a resurgence of b-boying, and the women were there this time.
Welcome to the 40th TBD anniversary. We got a b-boy battle going on.
I love battling because it makes you kind of want that recognition. Not, oh, that was good for a girl. No, that was good because I just kicked your ass.
I've never gone in there with intentions to win, but more so, I just want to leave some type of mark. Like, who's that? You know what I mean?
It is like a conversation, and when I do my best, you better bet all those boys are trying to do their best so I don't outshine them.
No mercy, because she's a girl. I'll let you know that right now. All right?
10 years ago when I came to New York, if someone had told me, you're gonna come back to New York, but you're not gonna be a ballet dancer anymore, you're gonna be a B-girl, and you're gonna enter a battle against boys, and you're gonna do good, I would have never believed it. I made it to the top 8, then I lost in the quarterfinals, and it was amazing.
Squeeze now. Don't straighten your legs for nothing. Yep, and go. Swing, right. Yep. Growing up in the city, you're exposed to a lot of negative things. I had a score to settle in my life, you know, with women and all the abuse that I was witnessing, and so dance for me was a healing instrument, aggressively dancing and putting my moves out there and challenging whatever guy thought that I wasn't capable or worthy to be in there. Breaking has really been generous to me and presented me to the world in a way that I don't think anybody else would have presented me. And that's why I have to do good. I have to give back. Because without it, I really don't think I would have survived in the hood. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, warmed up, got all the arthritis on there. Now they don't got arthritis, they young. I'm the one with arthritis. Let's go, DJ, keep prepared for the battle, keep prepared for the battle, keep prepared for the battle.
Off the top, a B-girl's a person who breaks, but there's so many different women out here doing it for different reasons. It's a dance, but it has purpose.
My name's Reiley Wooten. I'm a freelancer in New York City. We've been here for about 2 years, freelancing full-time.
Hi, my name's Steve Remich. I'm a documentary photographer and filmmaker. Before I moved to New York City, I worked in newspapers. I really split my time in between video and still photography. So we were interested in doing something about dance because one of the great features of this camera is that you can really utilize slow motion. And so we wanted to do something that had a lot of movement and found the breakdancing culture, and we found this incredible community of women who are definitely the minority in this population, but definitely have a lot of strengths, and what they do is beautiful and strong, and so that's
that's kind of what we were going for.
We wanted to do more than just take pretty pictures of people dancing. We wanted to tell a story, because that's what we do, that's what we love. There are women in this field that are doing this that are in a male-dominated sport, and I just kind of had that little hunch that there would be a good story there if we got to know some of these dancers.
So a typical shoot, we would usually we'd meet up with one of the women and do a really short interview, usually 35, 45 minutes, something like that, and then move into a dance sequence. So with a lot of the girls, we tried to get them dancing individually to get them in beautiful places around New York City. So we went to Grand Central, we went to Central Park, we went on our roof, which was a lot of fun.
We're coming from, the background of using DSLR cameras. And so we, started as still photographers and got into video through DSLR video. It's really nice to not have to attach a bunch of little gadgets to make something a fully functioning video camera. I could shoot handheld, the stabilization was really solid, and we did a lot of handheld shooting. We went to one breakdance battle, and so there's sometimes, people are crowded around and you want to get in there and get a good shot. And if I had to say, like, excuse me guys, excuse me, I have to, set up a tripod, it would totally alter the situation.
Whatever your client or your project needs, you can do with this camera. It was pretty intuitive to use, which is always nice. The various functions were kind of right at your fingertips. The audio features are just spot on, and so it's one less thing you have to freak out about when you're in the field, because it kind of takes the pressure off you. It's doing it for you. It's like having like a mini sound guy in your camera, which is incredible. And something we're not used to at all, so that was a really nice feature.
I like the way the screen worked. It kind of pulls out and flips out. I really liked that. The 4K resolution is great. I mean, it's razor sharp. So we did sort of a combination of documentary shooting where we just let the situation happen in front of us, and then we did a few shoots where we took some of the dancers to just beautiful locations around New York City and filmed them dancing. When we did that, the 4K resolution really shined. And then the slow motion resolution, when people are dancing really fast, it can be a blur, and when you slow that down, it's really cool. So the 120 frames per second, full HD slow motion was really great for this project that involved a lot of motion.
I think this is a really useful and functional camera. It'd be great for somebody just getting into the world because it does have everything you need in one package. It's cutting edge in that, we're on the front of the 4K movement, which is eventually going to come standard. And so to kind of move in that direction, I think is the right way to go. I think it's a really great all-around camera that would be useful in most various different styles of filmmaking.
Somebody that wants something that's a sort of like compact, it can be all in one. You just have like a camera bag and your tripod, and you're ready to tackle a number of situations, from interviews to documentary shoots to it would be a great camera for them.